Hey everybody, welcome back for another video. So in this video, we're talking about news, politics, stuff like that. You guys know how I do around here on this channel. I try and post a news video pretty much every day. And this is the day. This is the video. So welcome. Time currently is 5:08 p.m. I know usually I do this at like 8 a.m., but I was busy today, okay? I was busy. I'm a grind, trying to work out. Oh, I don't want to show too much. But yeah, on the grind, trying to work out. But nonetheless, we are here, and I am here to do my job. So, oh wait, did I say like the date? Hold up. Like the date is Friday the 31st of January. So February 1st, tomorrow, so tariffs are tomorrow, so the news today are crazy, which is why we're gonna get into it. Okay, can you guys see this yet? No. All right, let me turn her off here. There we go, boys. Okay, I got probably a long video today, so hopefully you guys are ready to hear me talk. Hold up, I need to open this to take a sip. All right, let's get into it. So you guys already know, go follow me on X if you guys want to. I literally just repost news that I see from other people. So if you guys want to follow me, go ahead. If you don't, it doesn't bother me one bit. So this is an hour ago, so technically breaking news. Oh shit. Alberta Premier Daniel Smith. Alberta had almost $80 billion worth of proposed pipeline projects that got canceled because of Ottawa's anti-oil and gas provinces. Why is my light flickering? In my opinion, Team Canada purposely screwed Alberta, so at this point we owe nothing. Fire Ottawa now. This is what she's saying? No way she said this.
You look at pipelines in particular, we had $176 billion worth of proposed projects that got canceled because of the uncertainty created by various government laws, the ban on export of bitumen from the West Coast, the No More Pipelines bill, the threats of net zero electricity grid, of an emissions cap on oil, emissions cap on methane, net zero vehicles. The list goes on and on and on. And all of that dampens investment, and we've seen the results of it. You look at
wow.
pipelines in particular.
She didn't say these exact words. She didn't say, oh, this guy's tweeting, like, in my opinion. Okay, I thought he was, like, quoting her saying. But, yeah, that's crazy. That's a lot of money just from one province. Like, $200 billion of extra money could have been made for, like, the government. That would have saved us from our deficit, literally. That's remarkable. Elon Musk tweeted out, dude. There's a lot of big names tweeting out today. I'm excited for this. This is another. I gotta stop swearing. This is another video. She's crying already.
In a few moments, the Laken-Riley Act will become the very first bill that I proudly sign into law as the 47th President of the United States.
I thank President Trump for the promises he made to us. He said he would secure our borders and that he would never forget about Laken. And he hasn't. He's
I'm
a man
so sorry,
of his
I
word.
don't know who that is.
We trust that he will fight for the American people. There's no amount of change that will ever bring back our precious Laken. Our hope moving forward is that her life saves lives.
Laken was a brilliant and beautiful 22-year-old nursing student from Georgia. To her parents and family, she was everything in the world. Laken was attacked, beaten, brutalized, and murdered by an illegal alien gang member who was set loose into our country by the last administration.
That's horrible.
We will keep Laken's memory alive with today's action. Her name will also live forever in the laws of our country. Under the law I'm signing today, the Department of Homeland Security will be required to detain all illegal aliens who have been arrested. In addition, for the first time ever, this act gives state governments the ability to sue the federal government if any future administration ever again refuses to enforce the immigration laws of the United States. This is something that has brought Democrats and Republicans together. That's not easy to do. Lincoln did it. Lincoln did it. This horrific atrocity should never have been allowed to happen. And as president, I'm fighting every single day to ensure that such a tragedy never happens again.
Wow, that was a very well-made video. I am impressed. Okay, for a second, I thought I wasn't recording. I am very impressed by that video. That was incredible. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Just the bill that he signed, that should already be, you'd think that it would already be into effect, that illegal, like, that's just common sense. So it's good that we have a good president in office. I'm very happy about that. Carney's like, even if you guys don't like Trump, you have to at least acknowledge what he's doing in office. Like, it's honestly, it's awesome. He there's some figures where he's like, he signed the most executive orders in 8 days than any other president. He got the most vote than any other president. Like, it's just, people love him. Like, that's crazy. Carney's carbon tax. By the way, guys, I'm Canadian, so frickin' hell. Carney's carbon tax trick. Suspend the liberal tax ill after the election. Okay, so this is Pierre saying that
in a much
Carney's a liar.
Just as I predicted, today, Mark Carney,
what is happening with all these videos? Look at all of today. Look at today, bro.
Announced that he will pause Trudeau's carbon tax.
Pause carbon tax
until after the election, and then bring in a much bigger tax that has no rebate. Mr. Carney has been Justin Trudeau's economic growth advisor, who's been saying for years that not only does he support a consumer carbon tax, but that he thinks the tax must be much higher. Now, before I get into the details, let me address a little tax trick that he has planned. It's kind of clever. He's announced that he will pause the carbon tax for a few months right before the election to trick people into re-electing the Liberals. After the election, he will bring in a much bigger carbon tax when he no longer needs your vote, but still needs your money. He has said that this bigger carbon tax will only apply to businesses. Well,
no.
That's how it is now. When you fill up your tank today, there's no CRA tax collector standing there waiting to collect it from you. It applies on the wholesale industry, which passes it on to the retail vendor, who pass it on to you. Now, that is what he will do again, only this time it will be a much bigger tax, and he has admitted there will be no rebate to pay you back the cost. He has called it a shadow carbon tax. Listen in.
We need to use effectively a shadow carbon price.
You know who will love this idea?
A shadow.
President Donald Trump. Mr. Carney's new and bigger tax on Canadian lumber mills, steel mills, factories, and aluminum plants will force them to leave for the United States. Here we have the threat of U.S. sanctions on our industry. And Mark Carney thinks now is the time to hit our businesses with higher taxes? You can picture President Trump calling our businesses and telling them to move south of the border, where there is no carbon tax and where other taxes are dropping. Carbon tax Carney will give you a pause in the Liberal tax for a few months just to get through the election. And then he'll bring in the mother of all carbon taxes, a job-killing, inflationary carbon tax that will drive jobs into the hands of President Trump. My common sense plan will axe the tax for everyone forever. I'll also axe the sales tax on home building to save you up to 50 grand on a new home. Finally, we'll cut income taxes so hard work pays off. We'll cut bureaucracy, consultants, corporate welfare, foreign aid, and other ways to save the money that can bring down your taxes and our country's debt. We must immediately pass a massive bring-it-home tax cut on work, investment, energy, home building, and making stuff in Canada. Canada first, Canada last, Canada always. Let's bring it home.
Wow. That was also a very well-made video. That's honestly, I like to hear it. If Pierre should do more videos like that. That was incredible. What a good piece of art. I would call it a piece of art. Like that music just gets you all like the sensation. Like I'm shivering, man. That gave me goosebumps. But yeah, that's I'm probably gonna end up voting for Pierre because I mean he seems like the most reasonable guy. But you all know when a politician gets into office, he's totally different. Unlike Trump. Trump actually did like 2,000 podcast interviews, and it's fucking you can just know the type of person he is. Does that even make any sense? I don't even know what I'm saying. All I know is I'm hyped, man. There's so much big things happening today in the news. I'm probably gonna end up titling this video "This is the biggest news day ever." Like, for real.
But it's making our companies do a few.
Okay, what is this?
Take out the carbon.
Hold up. What is she saying? Here he is confirming that he will replace the carbon tax with more carbon tax.
Tax. I'm going to take out the carbon. If you were going to take out the carbon tax, you should replace it with something that is at least, if not more, effective.
What? Replace it?
Effective. It's not just having the same impact in reducing greenhouse gas emissions, but it's making our companies more competitive. It's creating jobs. It's ensuring that Canadian households are made whole in terms of their finances, because perception may be that it takes out more than the rebate provides, but reality is different. And Canadians will miss that money. So you need a comprehensive approach. You need a comprehensive plan, not just a soundbite that fits on a lectern. And that, again, is the difference between me and some others. I don't do a little leak. I don't do a soundbite. I do a comprehensive plan that addresses all the aspects, and you'll see that in the coming weeks. If you were going to...
All right, I want to see that plan. I want to see that plan. If the carbon tax is going to be replaced, what is it going to be replaced by? Another tax? It's guaranteed another tax. Man, oh man. And here's Pierre's video again. Justin Trudeau says Canada is ready with response to tariffs if Trump proceeds with them tomorrow.
The president does choose to implement any tariffs against Canada. We're ready with a response.
We're ready with a
Purposeful,
response.
forceful, but reasonable, immediate response.
He's good at talking. He's good at playing the part. You have to understand. He was a drama teacher in high school. Or was it college? I don't know. I think it was high school. Like, drama. This is like...
It's not what we want, but if he moves forward, we will also act. Deuxièmement, on est prêt pour tous les scénarios possibles. We're ready for whatever scenario comes forward. Our government has responded to what the president is focused on and what is motivating him to consider applying tariffs as early as tomorrow, the flow of fentanyl and illegal crossings into the United States. Now, let me reiterate it. Our border is safe and secure, and less than 1% of fentanyl and illegal crossings into the United States.
Is that real? Is that a factual fact?
We're committed to keeping it that way by addressing current challenges and strengthening our capacity. That's why we're implementing the $1.3 billion border plan we announced late last year. This is real progress. As the President's Commerce
We got tariffs in.
acknowledged the other day, it demonstrates that we are committed to the Canada-U.S. relationship, committed to upholding the safety and security of our shared border. And while we will continue to explain that Canada is the trading partner the United States needs for its long-term prosperity and global security, Canada has steel and aluminum, critical minerals, clean and affordable energy, stable democratic institutions, shared values, and the best workers in the world. Right now, we're showing the new American administration that they have a strong partner in Canada when it comes to upholding border security, all while simultaneously underscoring that we won't back down, that if tariffs are implemented against Canada, we will respond. We won't relent until tariffs are removed, and of course, everything is on the table.
Relent. We won't relent. There has to be a stoppage to this. Like, they're literally like 10 15 times our entire economy. So our whole economy fits into them like 15 times. If they really wanted to fuck us over, they'll just take the hit on the 1 point on the one. What is that? That's nothing to them. Like, if they really want to, they can just. Oh man. Anyways, whatever. To be fair, like, it doesn't affect me really. So I'm not really. I mean, I am Canadian, but it doesn't affect me like actually. Like, it doesn't affect me like personally. So I'm fine. Confirmed. Mr. Sunshine Baby tweeted, Trump is set to impose tariffs on Canadian goods tomorrow. Wow, this is bad, really bad, Mr. Sunshine Baby said.
Yes, go ahead. You're welcome. Justin Trudeau, the Canadian Prime Minister, said today that if the U.S. imposes tariffs, he will respond and he will not relent until the tariffs are removed.
Yeah, not relent.
Start of the trade war with Canada.
I don't think so. I think the president is going to implement those tariffs tomorrow, and he will respond to Mr. Trudeau's comments in due time, I am sure.
What type of things
That was a
have to
good
happen?
response.
What does the administration need to see in order to avoid those tariffs?
Well, the tariffs are incoming tomorrow on Canada, and the reason for that is because both Canada and Mexico have allowed an unprecedented invasion of illegal fentanyl that is killing American citizens and also illegal immigrants into our country. In fact, I have more language for you right here. Canada, Mexico, and China, which, as I mentioned, President Trump will implement a 10% tariff on China, have all enabled illegal drugs to pour into America. The amount of fentanyl that has been seized at the southern border in the last 2 years alone has the potential to kill tens of millions of Americans. And so the president is intent on doing this, and I think Justin Trudeau would be wise to talk to President Trump directly before pushing outlandish comments like that to the media.
Wow. Trudeau didn't even talk to Trump yet? Why hasn't our prime minister talked to the president yet? That would have been first thing if I am prime minister and I'm just living my day-to-day life, and then I get somebody tells me, US just said that they're imposing tariffs. We could lose $400 fucking billion from this. I would immediately fucking call him. Would I not? Would you not? Bro, Trudeau, man. That's bad. Elon Musk tweeted this out.
Executive order restoring our highest standards for air traffic controllers and other important jobs throughout the country. So it was very interesting. About a week ago, almost upon entering office, I signed something last week that was an executive order, very powerful, on restoring the highest standards of air traffic controllers and others, by the way.
I hope that's good.
And my administration will set the highest possible bar for aviation safety. We have to have our smartest people. It doesn't matter what they look like, how they speak, who they are. It matters intellect, talent, the word talent. They have to be talented, naturally talented geniuses. You can't have regular people doing that job. They won't be able to do it.
What are they talking about?
Faith in American air travel. I'll have more to say about that. I do want to point out that various articles that appeared prior to my entering office, and here's one. The FAA's diversity push includes focus on hiring people with severe intellectual and psychiatric disabilities.
Okay. I don't really know what that's all about, but if you guys want to go watch the rest of the clip, they're literally 30 seconds. Go follow my Twitter. All right. I seen this 2 hours ago when I was at the gym. Justin Trudeau said, no one on either sides of the border wants to see America tariffs on Canadian goods. I met with our Canadian U.S. counsel today. So he met with the person sent to the States. So he never actually talked to the president. I met with the Canadian U.S. counsel today. We're working hard to prevent these tariffs, but if the United States moves ahead, Canada is ready to for a forceful and immediate response. I said, no one believes you, Trudy. That's what I said. Elon Musk also tweeted out, he said true to this.
We need to spend, obviously, more on defense to make our country safer. We also have to spend smarter on defense. Our procurement process is totally broken. The way that we actually buy weapons has become totally broken. We've made it harder for new entrants, right? New companies to develop new technologies. We've learned this in Russia, Ukraine. We've learned this elsewhere. The face of the modern battlefield has changed. It's going to keep on changing, and America has to keep pace with that change. And I think what DOGE is going to do, it's going to save money. And I really believe it's already identified a lot of cost savings. And again, we're 8 days into this thing, Sean. It's going to identify a lot more cost savings. The most important thing that it's going to do, I don't even think it's the cost savings. It's making the bureaucracy responsive to the elected president. In 8 days, Sean, we could sit here for an hour, and I could tell you stories I've
You're
heard
welcome
from.
to stay.
Yeah.
I know you have to go.
I know we have other things to do. I would love to hang out for an hour, but look, we've got. If you look at, okay, the president issues an executive order saying we're not going to give grants to organizations that do X, Y, and Z, and the bureaucracy just doesn't respond. DOGE has identified grants that were going to be made in violation of an executive order and stopped them right before the money was wired. We're talking about making the people's government responsive to the people's elected president. That is going to do more to unleash innovation, to unleash economic prosperity. When you don't have this crushing bureaucracy that answers to nobody sitting on top of the American people, we're going to get it off, and we're going to actually make it responsive to our economic growth needs, to our needs to buy the right weapons for the next generation of warfare. And I think that is the most profound thing that DOGE is going to do.
Wow. Like, I'm honestly kind of jealous, and Canada is just
we need to spend,
sinking into a fucking abyss. Hey, listen, I might not be a genius, but if the states would accept my citizenship when I'm older, right, then maybe I'll end up moving over there. How long have I been recording for? 22 minutes. Fuck. This is starting to get long, eh, boys? I think I might watch this and then cut it here, but there's still so much.
Represents a serious danger to Canada as a whole. Trudeau is not only a tyrant, but a traitor. According to his own documents, the Liberal government's head of pathogens collaborated with the Chinese Communist Party's People's Liberation Army, which was researching bioweapons and bioterrorism. Trudeau was aware that his head of pathogens, quote, represents a serious danger to Canada as a whole, and in particular at facilities considered high security due to the potential for theft of dangerous materials attractive to terrorists in foreign entities that conduct espionage to infiltrate and damage the economic security of Canada. To make matters worse, the Chinese military official also had full access to Canada's top security biolab. Instead of launching an investigation, Trudeau covered up this treason by defying 4 parliamentary orders to release the documents. And when the Speaker of the House tried to obtain them, Trudeau sued him. But this isn't even the most shocking part. After all of this, Trudeau called a snap election, which Beijing interfered in, influencing the outcome in multiple ridings to the benefit of the Liberal Party. As citizens, we must stop viewing this government's authority as legitimate and recognize it as a direct threat to Canada.
Oh, man, I don't even know what to say to that. Like, I'm so numb to this. If I had any power in the world, I'd probably be like saying, hey, you know, maybe we should start a protest, get Trudeau out, or like the prime minister shouldn't be able to sue somebody for like to keep them quiet. That's only somebody that's super rich and powerful does that. Like, and he is that, I guess, but like, fuck, man. Powerful. Speaking of powerful, Justin Trudeau says he's not worried about being annexed by the United States because the Chinese will never let America steal Canada from them. RCMP official office. Oh my god. Officials won't say whether Chinese police stations are still operating in Canada. What? National Police Service held back comment on active investigations involving foreign interference. Oh, this was this 2023? This was in 2023. So, but that's all right. Yeah, this is just crazy. I'm getting tired of this. Getting tired of this. Look at this. Our Canadian dollar drops again. Yeah, I'm kind of done with the news today. My brain is fried from this. Wait. How long was I looking at my face? Oh shit. That's not good. Well, I was about to say the outro. So, I'm not re-going over the news after I literally just stated my brain is fried from it. So, this is the outro now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.